This is more than just a bus. It represents kindness, it represents compassion, it represents joy and creativity. We hope that when people see the bus, they feel welcomed and loved. Let's do it. The Rainbow Book Bus is a loud and proud bookmobile traveling the country sharing queer stories and fighting book bans and anti-LGBTQ+ legislation. Myself and my partner, Eric Cervini, we saw what was happening in the news and we thought, we're here in LA, we have access to these books, but so many areas do not have access, and what can we do? So we thought, what if we created a big rainbow bus and brought these books to the areas where these books are being banned? As RuPaul says, knowledge is power, and I fully believe in that. We believe that these books can change people's lives. When I receive a book that feels like the characters in the book are reflective of me, I feel seen, I feel loved. We all hear about a mental health crisis in queer youth, and we're here to say, you know, if your school is gonna ban your favorite book, we're gonna roll up in a big rainbow book bus and give you that book for free. So many people came together to create this bus. The inside was done by an amazing trans architect based in LA. The outside is actually a giant sticker. It's a wrap done by a trans non-binary graphic designer in Florida. And then the murals are all books, and those are done by a gay graphic designer based in New York. So many people came together to build this bus. For our cross-country tour, we did over 5,000 miles in less than 2 weeks, which is a lot. Pretty much every day we would wake up at 6 a.m., drive for 8 to 10 hours, do an event, go to a hotel, sleep, wake up, and do it all over again. My mom was terrified. She was really, really nervous because, of course, you know, a lot of these places had never seen a big rainbow book bus driving through rural Alabama, through rural Texas, through Florida, places that you go on the news and you see what's happening there. So I think it was definitely scary, but the people we met along the way, the stories we got to hear and learn of parents who have changed their hearts and their minds because their kids came out. There was a dad that we met on tour who showed up to the event, rainbow bow tie, rainbow hat, rainbow shoes, and he came out to me and said, you know, 5 years ago, I was a bigot. You know, I didn't like the gays, I didn't like trans people, I was not accepting, and then my daughter came out as trans. And I've had to change the way I think. I've had to change my heart. And to see people changing to support their kids is everything. The world is changing. We just need to have these conversations. People see what's happening in the news and they don't always know how they can support. This is a direct way to support people that are being impacted by anti-LGBTQ+ legislation and book bans. So far, the Rainbow Book Bus has raised over $200,000, and that has gone directly into our tour. So far, we've given away over 8,000 banned LGBTQ+ books to students, parents, teachers, librarians, LGBT centers. So every dollar that we raise goes back to our community. Myself, my partner Eric, and RuPaul are also the co-founders of Allstora, a queer-owned bookshop that supports authors, and being able to work so closely with these queer authors, many of them have banned books, and being able to support them, every dollar buying a book on Allstora goes directly back towards those authors, and it tells them to continue sharing their stories because their stories are valuable. We are such huge fans of family equality. It's actually wild. Last year we had a booth in the back of the gala because we were raising funds to go on tour, and being able to be here today talking about the tour is absolutely amazing. The work they do is so important, and it's very similar to what we're doing. We're working with families, we're working with students, parents, teachers to change minds, to change hearts, and tell people that they are loved and doing the work. And so we're so grateful for the love from Family Equality, and we're so glad to be a part of that family.